Hey, we're back. It is a Sunday night edition of the Geek Beach. We took last week off solely because I knew this one was coming, and of course I had to talk about it. We're in this weird part of the world now where Disney adults kind of took over media, and Disney is the top provider of entertainment in the world. So it deserves its own video. That's where we are, folks. The D23 is here. It's the own convention by Disney. They can talk about whatever they want, but somehow Disney can do whatever they want and still disappoint you. That's the Disney model, folks. It was a fascinating show for anybody who wasn't watching it, or just updated. They had certain live streams going on that you could watch, but it wasn't for any of the stuff people were interested in. It was just more casual things that you could stream or you could view, and that's not really fun. I understand the necessity for it to be kind of niche and it's your own thing over here that when you're at the convention you can view it, but the audience at home doesn't really care about the 60th anniversary of Spider-Man celebration or the Mousecarade. That's the problem, isn't it? But interesting show. There was a couple of things that they talked about that I don't know if I'm going to get into it. They had an entire day pretty much dedicated to what's going to happen with the new Disney parks and new additions coming to them. A lot of it was just materialistic. It wasn't any new rides or new expansions or anything. The biggest thing that they talked about for the park side of things was they are expanding Avengers Campus. Avengers Campus is kind of getting this huge MCU themed expansion where there's an actual theme going on. You can find the pictures floating around everywhere. It's this variant version of Thanos called King Thanos. He actually wins in the end, that Donny Cates book where he won in the end. That idea is coming to Disneyland, the California Adventure at least. And they had this promotional artwork where it shows all of the heroes at Disneyland already fighting this Thanos, and they showed Werewolf by Night's there and Man-Thing is there. We'll get to those later on in the show. I'm just that's fun. Is that entertaining for anybody? Cool. Those are the kind of things, and Star Wars kind of did it when they did the Galaxy's Edge expansion where it's there's a narrative here, but when it comes to the Marvel stuff, there is such a weird idea where it's King Thanos is here and you're gonna have to fight him at the park. I don't know what kind of experience that's going to be. They did kind of tease it's going to be a ride expansion. Is it going to be the Universal Studios Spider-Man ride where it's a 3D model thing that's not really interesting? I don't know. I think it's kind of weird, but it could be interesting. That was kind of the big thing for the parks. They showed off here's a new Walt Disney statue for no reason it's going to be here. And Epcot was doing some expansion. There's the Pigment the Dragon was showing up again somewhere. Not a lot of stuff on the park side, which I kind of understand because, let's be real, half of the Disney adults who love this stuff, they do not get the chance to go to the park. So if that's not your big bread and butter, I get it. There was another thing